Welcome. Have a nice day. Today is Monday, 4th of September 2023. National Day is on Monday, September 4th, 2023. It is a Labor Day, Mother Mouth Card Day, National Macadamia Nut Day, National Newspaper Carrier Day, National Eat an Extra Dessert. 4 September in 1888, Mahatma Gandhi embarked on a sea voyage to England. 4th September in 1906, Max Delbrunck, a German-American biophysicist and a Nobel Prize laureate, was born. Starting the newspaper analysis with the newspaper The Hindu, states that Mallikarjun Kharge calls meeting of India bloc floor early leaders on September 5 ahead of a parliament special session. India Alliance party leaders are seen during a press conference in Mumbai. Congress chief Mallikarjun Kharge was convened floor leaders of India on September 5 to discuss strategy on parliament special session. The Hindu newspaper also states that Center is a digital infrastructure for knowledge sharing education platform to offer artificial intelligence help. The software-based approach of a personalized adaptive learning is expected to allow each student to have an individualized learning experience. The Hindu newspaper also states that Bangladesh gears up to host Russia's Lavrov and French President Macron as the Sheikh Hasina plans G20 participation. Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina may hold a bilateral meeting with the Prime Minister Modi on the sidelines of the G20 summit. Going towards the Indian Express newspaper states that more like an abduction, lost cookie zombies in Impal locality say forced to evacuate. These 24 residents were evacuated from Impal by security personnel soon after midnight on Saturday. Jimmy Tothang, who was among them, alleged that the evacuation was forced and that it felt more like an abduction. Smoke billows out of a house after unidentified miscreants burnt three houses in Impal, Sunday, August 27, 2023. Indian Express also states that social evils that subjugated a woman came with Islamic invasions, RSS ideology. According to Gopal, Ram and Krishan were married after reaching a certain age, but due to Islamic invaders, unfortunately, child marriage started. He said before Islamic invasions, there was no tradition of sati in India. Traditions such as a child marriage, sati ban on widow remarriage, and illiteracy among women crept into Indian society because of the Islamic invasion. RSS Joint General Secretary Krishna Gopal said on Sunday, speaking on the women's empowerment at Delhi University and the ages of Nari Shakti Sangam, Gopal said, before the 12th century, women were reasonably free and contributed significantly to Indian society. Alas. Mona Lisa to Magna Carta, G20 venue to show 29 nations heritage, the second level of Bharat Mandapam, which holds the main summit room, will host an exhibition comprising showpiece artwork from all participants in both digital and physical form, said official in the Ministry of Culture. At the venue of the G20 summit, all 29 countries will be represented through their art and culture, be it an 18th century Qing dynasty jar from China, a statue of Apollo from Italy, or copy of the 13th century. Each of the 20 member countries and 9 guest nations were requested by India to submit 5 objects in a physical or digital form, which are considered cultural masterpieces or hold a historical significance in their respective countries. Going to the Hindustan Times newspaper states that decoding the poll debate. The Union government has formed a committee under former President Ramnath Kovind to assess the viability of the one nation, one election concept. Interestingly, the move to the form the committee came just a day after the government announced convening a special session of a parliament from September 18 to 22, the agenda for which is yet to be unveiled. The Union government has formed a committee under former President Ramnath Kovind to assess the viability of the one nation, one election concept. In the Sun Times also states that new G20 park in Delhi features sculptures of member states' national animals. The New Delhi Municipal Council (NDMC) will inaugurate the G20 park in Chankirapuri on Monday, where 19 sculptures of the national birds and animals of the G20 member nations will be displayed, officials said on Sunday. The G20 comprises of the European Union and 19 countries: Argentina, Australia, Brazil, Canada, China, France, Germany, India, Indonesia, Italy, Japan, Republic of Korea, Mexico, Russia, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, Turkey, United Kingdom, and United States. And sometimes also states that monsoon to revive briefly but rain deficiency to stay. After the driest August since record keeping began, the southwest monsoon is likely to revive briefly for 2 to 3 days this week, but weaken again after that, weather experts said. 3 is a gradual increase in a break monsoon days in recent years, according to the long-term data maintained by the Met Department. Going towards the economy of the country, Colombo mulls converting Adani power project to a G2G deal, Sri Lanka media. During the visit to India in July this year, President Ranil Wickremesinghe held talks with the Adani Group chairman Gautam Adani, firming up and reviving the group's projects across Sri Lanka's energy and port sectors. Bank credit outstanding to real estate rose to rupees 28 lakh crore in July. Reserve Bank of India says the credit outstanding in housing, including priority sector housing, rose 37.4% annually in July, crossing rupees 24.28 lakh crore, according to the Reserve Bank of India report. Going towards the world news, including France will soon ban disposable vapes under an anti-smoking plan. Fatal police shooting of pregnant Ohio woman raises concerns over firing at a woman moving vehicle. China to its people, spies are everywhere, help us catch them. Taiwan suspends work, transport and classes as Typhoon Hawk slams into the island. North Korea stages tactical nuclear attack drill. I almost lost my will to live. A preference for sons is leaving young women in China exploited and abused. Going towards the science and technology, experts grapple with the vexing question of how much screen time is too much for children. According to child psychologists, exposure to gadgets at a young age can lead to serious developmental issues. Dearth of facilities to keep captured tigers put wildlife managers in a yard in a fix. Forest officials setting up a cage in a coffee plantation to capture a tiger on a prowl in Penaroli under the North Vineyard Forest Division on September 1st, 2023. Science this week, India launched Aditya L1 to steady the sun, a Pragyan rover safely parked and more. Aditya L1, India's first ever solar mission, was launched by the Indian Space Research Organization on the Saturday at STSC SHAR Sriharikota in Andhra Pradesh. The spacecraft will be positioned within a hollow orbit around range of 0.1 L1 in the Sun-Earth system, located approximately 1.5 million kilometers away from the Earth. Study will be conducted of chromospheric and coronal heating, physics of the partially ionized plasma, initiation of the coronal mass ejections and flares. At last, there's a famous quotation said by William Wordsworth, whose birth anniversary is 7 April 1770 up to 23 April 1850, was an English romantic poet who, with Samuel Taylor Coleridge, helped to launch the Romantic Age in English literature with their joint publication, Lyrical Ballads, in 1798. Mr. Wordsworth says a famous quotation. He says that, though the radiance which was once so bright be now forever taken from my sight, though nothing can bring back the hour of a splendor in the grass, glory in the flowers. We will grieve not, rather find strength